Hello YouTube, how y'all doing today? Today we're taking a look at the Bear Creek Arsenal 608N upper. This is a mid-length gas upper. It comes complete with bolt carrier and charging handle. It's on sale to the end of the summer. I'll put a link in the description. The price is just insane. It's got a 15-inch aluminum M-lock handguard with forward slots and rear slots. Down here, if you look, we could see the foundry mark on it, and this is a name brand foundry that makes really good uppers for all the various companies. And here is a look at the bolt carrier group that it comes with. You can see it's got a QPQ melanite finish, which is superior to the mil-spec parkerizing or phosphate finish. This is an excellent finish, very slippery, very slick, and it's excellent for cleaning. Grease wipes right off it. But this is pretty much, in my opinion, is the state of the art of modern gun finishes. Now, it also has a 158 Carpenter steel bolt, which is what all the top bolts are made out of this stuff. The bolt carrier group is mil-spec steel. I don't remember the number off the top of my head, but I'll put it on the screen. And we have a properly staked gas key and a very nice bolt carrier group. Okay, so moving back to the complete upper assembly here, we have a round style forward assist, A2 shell deflector, flat top, and really nice. All the parts feel really heavy duty. If you look at the front of this handguard, it is a nice thick handguard. Got plenty of ventilation holes. It's got QD attachments at the front and the rear. It has an 8-screw attachment method, which should make it very stiff and secure. Now, I will say one thing: when you get yourself any kind of budget upper, whether it's Bear Creek Arsenal or anyone else, I recommend checking the barrel nut torque yourself manually. And then when you put it back together, use Loctite, okay? On the gas block, I also recommend taking those bolts out carefully. Don't strip them. And in this case, it's right here. We have a mid-length gas. And then put them back together with rock set. Make sure everything is lined up properly. Put it back together with rock set. You do that, you're never going to have a problem with this upper. As long as you're willing to be your own quality control department on any of these uppers, you know, from any of these companies, you're going to get much better results. And this is the second Bear Creek Arsenal upper that I've reviewed. And much like the first one, which I'll fetch here, this is their 10.5-inch side charging AR9 upper. And I put my own handguard on here, nice Gucci carbon fiber unit. And I took the barrel nut off, retorqued it, made sure everything was right, put Loctite. I only use a purple Loctite on this because that's designed to come in and out. But as long as you're willing to, you know, check the torque specs and everything yourself, you can get a really great deal on a gun like this. You can see in there the barrel profile is a good medium M4 profile barrel. So you should get a pretty decent rate of sustained fire out of this thing. We have it on a Sylvan Arms lightweight buffer tube with a Sylvan Arms SOP mod stock, their latest version. And that's very nice. Sylvan Arms makes great stuff. And up on top here, we have a Vortex Venom 1-6x24. And I would like to thank Optic Force for sending this out to the channel. We've used this in several videos now. This is an outstanding optic, incredibly high value optic that you could take to war with you. I've seen videos of guys in Ukraine using these. So this is a war ready optic. Excellent for hunting or any other type of use case like that. So very nice. And the action on this guy is nice and smooth. Of course, I have the bolt sitting right here. But, you know, everything lines up the way it should. The pinholes went through, lined up with everything, no problem. You know, I'm very happy with this. For the price that this thing is just incredible value. Now, I just zeroed this about 15 minutes ago, and I was making headshots at 100 yards, absolutely no problem. You know, having it on this nice CV Life bipod doesn't hurt, but it is a very accurate gun. For the and I was just using 55 grain soft point ammo, run of the mill, nothing special. And this is definitely very accurate. I would say that this would be perfectly fine for use out to 300 yards as a hunting gun. for varmints or things of that sort. And I would say that with the right ammo, Mark 262, you could easily make 500-yard shots with this with the appropriate optic, no problem. And I would say that this, if your skill level's up to it, this is the appropriate optic. So this is really nice. It gives you a lot of capabilities for very little money. Another nice thing about this upper is it is compatible with the CMMG Bravo kit, which lets you fire 22 long rifle in your duty rifle, which is a great way to practice all your manual arms, all your controls, get muscle memory, firing live fire ammunition for 7 cents a round, as opposed to 223, which right now is about 60 cents a round. So, you know, most of the shooting I do on my channel, I'm using my CMMG Bravo kit. So this is our tabletop portion of the review for this upper. Now we're going to do some live fire shooting. We're going to put some 223 down range at 100 yards, just so you can hear the steel going clank, clank, and get some peace of mind knowing that the gun shoots straight. Okay, YouTube, it's time for the shooting portion of our test. We're going to be putting this thing to work down here in my 100-yard target. It's a 12 by 20 steel IPSC mini silhouette, and we're going to take some 100-yard shots with this thing just to demonstrate the basic accuracy of the gun. Lock and load. And we are on 6 power here. Now when I shoot, instead of hearing a ring, because I have the target up with 2 posts on either side, instead of ringing, you're going to hear a loud tick sound, like a click, tick, tick. It's very easy to hear. You won't miss it. Well, folks, I'm going to say that's what you call zeroed. Absolutely no problem sending rounds down target, right on target. You know, that's pretty quick rate of fire for 100 yards, and we had no problem keeping those rounds on target right there. So definitely good to go. All right, now we're going to do a couple of headshots here, just to show that we can. Let me zoom the camera in. Okay, and you can see our target down there zoomed in. I'm going to circle it again. And let's do a couple headshots. It's like no challenge at all. With the 223 55 grain soft point I'm using right now, no challenge at all. Of course, I bought a bipod, so. Well, that's dead on, folks. Dead on. That's a good shooting rifle right there. So yeah, that's a very good shooting rifle right there. Am I happy with the Bear Creek Arsenal 608N? Big time. Definitely shoots great. Okay, folks, so you saw us shooting this thing out to 100 yards. You saw that hits at 100 yards are absolutely no problem. This is a perfectly adequate gun when it comes to accuracy. Really nice finish. It's got really nice components. It appears, you know, mine, when I checked the barrel torque and everything, on mine personally, everything was good to go. You know, so I can't complain. But this is a very, very nice setup with all the latest features, really. You know, I don't think that you could complain for the money that this costs reasonably. Very, very nice. And it comes with this really sharp looking spiral cut flash hider. Now, is this perfect? Is this a BCM? Is this a Geisley? No, of course not. But, you know, you're paying a tiny fraction of the cost. And for the money that you're spending, as long as you take the time, which shouldn't take you more than 20 minutes with a vise, to make sure that you got everything torqued down properly and Loctited, I don't see any reason why you couldn't rely on this for defense in your homestead, your cul-de-sac, you know, home defense, personal defense, probably even SHTF type of scenarios, because this is very nice. I like it, and I will let you know long term if we have any problems with this, but I really don't anticipate any. You know, I've been around the AR-15s since I joined the infantry at age 17, so, you know, I have a lot of experience with them, and this looks like a pretty darn nice rifle to me. So this is very nice, and initially, based on initial impressions and the results I got here today shooting it, and we fired 20 rounds on camera. Altogether, I fired 100 rounds through it, between zeroing it and just making sure the thing was going to work before I even put it on film. You know, I got to say, seems fine to me. I'm happy with it. I don't know how you could possibly not be happy with it for the money. All right, folks, you all have a great day. Thanks, as always, for watching our presentation. This is the Bear Creek Arsenal 608N mid-length M4 upper. Freedom by me,